Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on the LI Sports Network here at the Town of Oyster Bay Skating Center in Bethpage, New York. Getting ready for Game 2 of 3 on our schedule tonight in the play-in round of the varsity playoffs in the New York Islanders High School Hockey League. Getting ready for a matchup between the Roslyn Bulldogs and the East Meadow Falcons. My name's Travis Quigley, taking you through the call tonight. Joining me on color commentary, we have Coach Pat Braglia from the Belmore Merrick Bulldogs. Coach, we just got done watching the first game of this play-in round. Valley Stream picking up a 7-2 win, so they're locking themselves in at number 6. We know they'll be facing Long Beach on Wednesday. These next two games, a little bit at stake for you, of course. Going to find out who you're playing on Tuesday night. We'll find out who Syosset's playing on Tuesday night over the next two. Could potentially have some reseeding to do, depending on how some of these games go. Warm-ups coming closer to an end. Roslyn, 3-13 in the Varsity Conference 1. They were the 7 seed. East Meadow, the number 2 seed, 12-4, 24 points. They had the most goals for in the Varsity Conference in the regular season, scoring 94 this season.
Yeah, they could pack, they pack a good offensive punch. They got some solid offensive players. They're led by Brendan Dalton and Maxim Schafrin, I believe is how you say his name. Listen, they're going to have to slow those guys down. That's a lot of goals to put up on the board. But, as we saw in the last game, it's going to come down to having good structure, having good discipline, playing the game the right way. We saw last year, a lot of people talked about upsets last year, and all three teams from Conference 1 came back and got into the county playoffs there. So anything could happen. Don't be surprised.
It's the best part about playoff hockey. I said it to you right before we got started. For the first game, I'll say it again on this broadcast here. For those who didn't join us, I like to think of it as 2 seasons. You got your regular season and your playoffs. Season 2 starts tonight. How do you respond? And how do you set yourself up to advance to that next round? It all starts with the opening face-off in just a little bit between these two teams. What I am noticing right away, numbers definitely lean more heavily to the bench of the Falcons. How will they utilize that as the game ticks on?
Yeah, listen, Roslyn's, I think they got 9 skaters, so their depth is definitely going to be tested, but, some of those guys over there, they could play, led by Jordan Sirota, he could probably play the whole game.
We talked about Sirota a little bit, how he's the kind of player in this league that when he gets the chance, you don't want to give him free space because he can, 9 times out of 10, he's going to take advantage of. He's going to make you pay.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you key too much on him, they got some guys over there, too, that could also put the puck in the net. They're sneaky good. Justin Fox, he gets out there. He can score some big goals. He's shifty. He's tough. He likes to play the body. You have the right 9, you could do it. Where 100%. On the other side, you have the Falcons over there. They got they have some depth and they absolutely have some scoring power. So it's going to come down to those things there.
Like you said, Roslyn 9 skaters. Falcons going to be rolling 3 lines tonight. We'll see how it plays out as we're underway. It's the captain for the Falcons, Brendan Dalton, who we mentioned, backhanding it in. 3 members of this Falcons team over 25 points. They were all within the top 5 in scorers for the Varsity Conference 2. Again, 94 goals for shows they have a ton of firepower. It's Sirota with the puck, driving in. Certainly a player to watch. Over to Fox. Nice save made. Rebound, kicks out. And it's Dalton who will carry. Outside for Schafrin. He'll get over the blue one, snap one in, and Brewer makes the save. Avery Brewer, the starting goalie for Roslyn, and in the net for East Meadow, it's Darian Viviano.
We'll see who establishes some kind of momentum to start the game here. It's going to be important, but you definitely do not want to get into a track meet with the guys over there in Roslyn because they have some speedy guys. You want to try and slow the game down, contain those guys, keep the puck as much off their sticks as possible. They could definitely surprise you.
That one's played with a high stick, so we get a whistle.
Just from experience, again, I haven't had the opportunity with the Bulldogs to play the Falcons, so not really sure what they come at you with. Don't necessarily know their style, but I know that I know Roslyn's game, and I know that they could quickly turn to offense.
And you might look over and see, as an opposition, you might look over and see only 9 skaters and think, if we hound him, we can take care of him quickly. He's a backdoor try, kicked away by Viviano. Like you said, they got speed, but the Falcons with some pace of their own right now. Up the ice, a turning shot. Brewer tracks it down.
It's a great transition there by the Falcons.
Last minute, though, a little bit of what you said you don't want to see. That track meet, back and forth, up and down, because that's when mistakes start to happen, and that's when, especially in playoff hockey, you allow a team to capitalize on those mistakes and you put yourself in a hole. It's typically trouble.
Yeah, and that might, over 45 minutes, that could be tough for Roslyn to maintain with only having 9 guys.
Definitely a tough pace to hold over the course of a game, like you mentioned. And for the Falcons, again, another thing you mentioned, play at your pace. Force them to play at your speed here. Tire them out, wear them down. You have the numbers advantage. And a player that's going to be all over the puck tonight, the captain, Brendan Dalton. You see him right there, take a chop at the puck from Fox. It's chip past Sirota. Backus retrieves. Sent up the wall. Fox with one hand. Couldn't get it past Dalton. Dalton looking backdoor over the stick of Schafrin. Hirsch knocked away from him. Sirota. Patient. Now drives wide to the net. On his backhand. Kept out by Viviano. 10 wins on the season for Darian Viviano. A phenomenal record. And sitting in goalie statistic, goals against average and save percentage, in the top 3 in the varsity conference too. Flipped ahead to Fox, and a collision there. Getting the brunt of that one was Jack Drew, but he did his job. Separated man from puck. And now it's the Falcons who possess before Hirsch plays the body and takes it. Schafrin looking middle. Dalton over the blue. Snapper blocked. Schafrin forces the turnover. Takes it to the net off the outside. They got stuck, pops it off. And Roslyn with speed ahead. The chip play. Fox catches up to it, has Barong driving. Fox goes hard into the boards trying to center a pass. Hafner being pressured by Barong. Fox trying to play it behind his back. Goes down to a knee. Penalty being called. Cross-checking. Just 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the game. And we've got our first power play of the night. It's going here for the Bulldogs.
Another guy to look out for on this Roslyn team, number 77, Sudali. I'll tell you, we didn't see him at all last year. We played against him this year. Shifty, quick, strong, good shooter.
7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points in the regular season.
He's dangerous. He could sometimes be as dangerous as Sirota.
Finished tied for 3rd on the team in points. With that man, Noah Shore, makes the pass to Sudali, but he puts it over the net. Racing out, Kasajansky chips it past Sirota. Sirota wins the battle. 3 crossovers and now a ton of speed. Had it forced away. Fox lost his edge. Pops back up, trying to stay with it. Sirota D to D. Shore across to Barong. Spins it at the net. Hit the outside of the cage. Kept in by Shore. For Sirota. Bounces off his tape. Cleared by Kasajansky. Sudali's first back for it. Driving in, Sudali, odd angle off the shoulder of Viviano, goes out of play. We've got 1:01 left on the penalty to Justin Fox. 10:21 to play here in the first period.
East Meadow's going to want to stay out of the box. Something they've had a tough time this year with is they've given up a lot of short-handed goals, and so they definitely want to stay out of the box, especially game gets slowed down for Roslyn. 9 guys. They got the guys they have are pretty high-powered offensive guys. It's gonna make it tough. It makes it easier. It saves their legs. You get to move it around.
Nice move by Sirota. A seam pass. Barong kicked away by Viviano. Viviano getting tested on this power play. Making a couple of nice saves as Dalton drives ahead. Dalton, backhander across. Went off the tape of Sorrentino.
On the flip side, Roslyn's 13 goals against while they're on the power play. That's it's a little bit of a tough stat to have. You want to take advantage when you're on the power play, that's for sure.
They've done a pretty solid job here on this one. Last 20 seconds, haven't been able to get offense going. They've been back in their own end. They go offside now, but that first minute of their power play, they getting ozone draws, getting chances, snapping the puck around, some shots on goal. Viviano, a bigger body in the net, not going to be easy to beat him tonight. You need that traffic, and you need to generate those rebounds for those second and third opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure for the Falcons, they're going to be looking to get off this kill and start putting more pucks on Avery Brewer. For the first few minutes, they did a pretty good job, but things have swung a little bit more into Roslyn's direction as the penalty now expires for Fox. He returns. Sue Daly's over the blue. Nifty move. A backhand was denied. That would have been a highlight reel goal. A D-to-D pass comes around. Jack Drew. He'll delay. Takes it back behind the net. Put it off the wall for Brendan Russo. Russo to Kasajanski. Kicks it to the outside. Off the shoulder of Brewer. Rebound to Drew. Looking to spin it back out front. Drew, cross corner, fires. Ends up helping Roslyn break out. And now a foot race for a rolling puck. Barong got a good piece of it, gets it behind the goal line. Battle commences with Menachino. Pass just out of Menachino's reach. Roslyn looking to make a change. That's going to allow Kasajanski to get to that puck. Pokes it to Russo. Looking back door, getting the stick lifted was Luca Hafner. Point for Drew. A head fake on Fox. Gets outside. Drops it through the skates. Drew spinning. A lot of pressure on him now. Taken away. Nice keep by Hafner. Out front, it's 2-on-0. And Brewer with the blocker stop.
It's a big save right there.
Massive save. Best opportunity of the game for the Falcons. It's Shore. In. Pass blocked. That one's cleared out. Sirota touches it across to Justin Fox. And Coach, I don't know if you run into this very often. I don't know if I've ever run into this. We got Justin Fox on Roslyn wearing number 7 and Justin Fox on East Meadow wearing number 72. So I'm going to have to find a little bit of a better way to differentiate those two. They are on opposing teams, which makes it a little bit easier. I think it would be a lot worse if there was 2 Justin Foxes on the same team.
Not quite sure how you're going to do that yet.
Yeah, I'm going to figure it out on the fly here.
You have to think about it.
Yeah. Off a skate, and Schafrin with a chance, stopped up by Sirota. Good defensive play. Dalton comes in outside for Schafrin, looking for the return pass. Missed. Got tied up in some skates. Backus up the wall. Shore for Justin Fox of the Bulldogs. Cuts in. Poke check by Justin Fox of the Falcons. Incredible. Of course, my luck, it happens where they're going one-on-one against each other. Sirota looking to reset, trying to go long. Skips into the zone. Fox catches up to it, takes a shot. Viviano got a piece of it with the left arm.
It's a good save right there. Another good save. One on each end.
Both netminders bringing their A games early on. In behind the net, Fox to the point. Just played cross corner by Backus. No lane to the net for him. A touch pass, now Schaffer out for Dalton, 2-on-2. Dalton will drag, changes the angle. Brewer with another save. To the point, blasted wide. Might have came off the glove of Sirota on the way to the net. Menachino dumps it in. Delayed offside on the Falcons. Schaffer doesn't hear it, so he stays on pressuring. And now we get a whistle for the delay offside, so that's going to bring the face-off all the way down.
A little fun fact for you, Travis. Dalton's been playing for me since he's 9 years old. So I've coached him youth hockey straight up from squirt all the way through midget 18.
So you've
been
a part of all the development. You've seen the growth. You've seen from point A to now.
Yeah, listen, kid's unbelievable.
I'm sure for you, it's rewarding at the end of the day as well, seeing these kids grow from that young age, youth hockey, to now playing at the high school level, 18U, and how much I'm sure they love the game and have grown playing the game and have become better players and better human beings.
Absolutely. Listen, he's improved tremendously. I give him a lot of credit. He put a little time and effort into this. Always wanting to be better. Again, great hockey IQ, great skills, skates hard. He can play with an edge if he needs to. Brings a lot to the table, I'll tell you that right now.
Like we talked about in the first game, hockey, team sport, you get so many different characters and so many players that mean so much to the team in many different ways. As that shot took a redirection, it was held in, one more time held in by Menachino before Roslyn forced it out. Icing on the Bulldogs. No zone draw coming here for the Falcons. Good crowd here in the building once again for this second game, and the Manhasset Indians already in the building, standing across the ice straight from Coach Bragley and myself at the Red, taking in the action of this one before they play Massapequa in our final game of the evening. Face-off win and a breadbasket save for Brewer. Sorrentino and Shore will go again, same spot. One again by Sorrentino. Drew puts a wrister wide.
It's good face-off play right there.
Menachino with the shot, he scores! Dalton might have got a piece of it on the way. Nonetheless, 1-0 for the Falcons.
Starts with a face-off, good face-off win. Puck to the net, control the play. Gets over to the defenseman, and we got a goal.
Menachino, I think, is going to get credit for it. He went down the line first. That's usually the telltale sign. And the Falcons up 1-0, 5:07 left in the first period. Get the scoring started and get the lead for themselves. Brought in offside. Schaffer just ahead of the puck. Got to be a big confidence boost for the Falcons, being that Varsity Conference 2 team, getting that early lead on a team in the Varsity Conference 1 here in this play-in round. Of course, everybody wants to make it to the quarterfinal on Tuesday and Wednesday. And like we keep harping on, little details, 50-50 battles. Falcons did a great job on that shift. Like you said, winning the ozone draw, establishing their offensive time, and then the shot from the point with traffic. Roslyn, Sue Daly, just overskated it, had numbers with him. Menachino takes a bump from Fisher. Played out to the slot. And Menachino recovers nicely. Backhander through the middle. Sirota's there to stop it. Sent back down the ice.
That first goal is going to help the Falcons, like you said. I think it gives them a lot of confidence, lets them know, hey, we're in this. We could play with this team. And we just got to shore up our defense through the 45 minutes, and hopefully it works in our favor.
Sirota shoots one. Blocker stop. Viviano. You got to wonder, maybe the Falcons were locked into the game before. Sudali fires, helps the Falcons break out. Foot race for it. Luca Hafner will get there. Fox coming back. Shot over and out of the zone. We saw in the first game, the Valley Stream Storm did a great job shutting down the Stars of Rockville Center. And you got to wonder, did the Falcons tune into that game and see, this might be a good recipe for success. Maybe this is what we got to use against guys like Sirota and Fox and Sudali.
Absolutely. I mean, the only way you're going to stop those guys is keep them close to the vest, be aware of them, but you still got to play your game. You can't get away from what you do. Once you start getting away from what you do to worry about what they do, you run into problems. It's when you turn pucks over, you overhandle, and a lot of those things start to creep into your game that you don't want to happen.
100%. And that's why it's great having Coach Pat Braglia here. He's a phenomenal resource, knows the game so well, and has provided great analysis in the first game and here through the first 12 minutes of this one. He'll, of course, be with us the rest of the night into the third game as well. Super happy to have him here as Fox shoots one wide. Shore trying to make a move around Kasajanski, did enough to slow him, and it's played out to the neutral zone. Backus, Akos, Hoysick. Fox with the touch pass to Shore. Nice play in the neutral zone. Shore to the back post. Save, Viviano. What a stop.
Big save. Big save right there for the Falcons. Again, it's a transition. It's a D-to-D pass. It happens in the neutral zone. It allows Roslyn to use their skating. Turns into a little bit of an odd man rush and a chance to the net. That's something that the Falcons are going to have to look out for, that quick transition. Roslyn's going to want to go quickly and try and take advantage of any opportunity they get.
Sirota to the net, and a whistle blown. Faceoff's going to stay inside. 2:35 remaining. Menachino almost had it taken away. Sticks with it, though. Finds Dalton. Dalton and Fox get tied up. Puck chipped ahead. It's Schafferin defending Sirota. Sirota on the stick lift. Gets to the left side. A snapper. Didn't get through. Menachino, great look.
Nice outlet pass right there.
Schafferin walks in, and it's gloved by Brewer. Phenomenal pass right there from Menachino.
That's a great stretch pass right there. That makes it tough on Roslyn because of the numbers they have on the bench. You get those guys skating up and down, trying to make them play 200 feet. It's going to be real taxing on them.
Especially if the Falcons continue to try to stretch the ice that way.
Yeah. It's a smart move. You just, again, you want to just try to limit their possession time, Roslyn. They're quick. They come with a quick strike. I know, through the season we play them, we're always concerned about their quick strike, their quick transition, because they do have some guys that can attack.
Down low for Schafferin. One-time chance. Stopped up by Brewer. Played in front again for Dalton. Couldn't get a second try off. Played back down. Won't be an icing. Went under a couple triangles. Colin Hoysick looking to go long. Ends up with Jack Drew, who goes D-to-D for Menachino. Up the same side wall. This time it will be an icing. No contact made.
See if Roslyn takes advantage, the time in between icings and whistles. Let's see if they try to slow down the face-offs, give themselves a little extra breath here.
Sudali keeps it in. Kasajanski got a piece of it. That one over the net, played by a high stick of Roslyn. Falcons touch it first. Sudali keeps it in. Stops up in the corner. Now he'll roll to the slot, leaves it to Sirota through the skates. Sirota around to the near side, final minute of the first. Drop pass to Sudali, taken away. Kasajanski, nice move to the inside. Swooping in to get the puck with Sorrentino, cycle it deep. Jack Drew on the keep in to the net. Saved by Brewer. Hirsch looks to clear. Drew keeps it in. Drew, another one to the net, took a deflection. A third try. Wrap around. Stopped up, post to post. Brewer keeps it out.
Big save.
Shore over to Sirota. Trying to go skate to stick. Nice move by Drew, the defenseman, but is poked away by Barong. And now Barong's in on a break. Barong scores! With 8.8 left in the first. We're tied at 1.
Those are the ones you don't like as a coach, Trav. I tell you, you give up a goal in the last minute, you're certainly not happy. You ask any of the guys that coached me over the years, first minute in, last minute out. Can't be giving up those goals. They could be backbreakers going into the break. But again, it's a turnover, quick strike for Roslyn.
And again, a guy like James Barong, he's going to capitalize if you give him a chance like that. Just shy of 10 points in the regular season. He buries on the breakaway with 8 seconds left and ties this game up at 1 after 15 minutes. And I had the pleasure of playing junior hockey for Coach Tommy Carroll, so I can only imagine what he's thinking right now, giving up that late goal. And I'm sure the message to the team right now is, guys, we just got to lock it in. Just got to hold it together, you know? We had a great first period, and it was just that last minute. That's all it was.
Absolutely. Yeah. That last 10 seconds could have got him.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the second period in just a second. Coming back for the second period, 1-1 game. Travis Quigley here with Coach Pat Braglia. Shots in the first. East Meadow 14, Roslyn 11. So both sides, Coach, getting a good amount of chances in the double digits for shots on goal. Now I think it's just about more traffic and limiting those mistakes like we talked about before we went to break.
Yeah, it was a good period. Quick
Very quick period, yeah.
Real quick. I looked up at the time. I was surprised how quickly the period went by. Not a lot of whistles.
It was too quick. I still haven't figured out the Justin Fox thing. I'm going to figure that one out.
I thought you were taking care of that during the break.
Yeah. Ahead, 3-on-2. Falcons with numbers early on here. Stopped up at the blue by Drew. A shot went wide into the cross corner. Hirsch looks to backhand it out. It's tied up in front of the Falcon bench. Shore plays the body on Kasajanski. Knocked the puck away from him, allowed Backus to scoop. Fox, cross-ice pass, hits Hirsch. Nice play by Menachino at the blue line. Jack Drew, right side for Hafner. Luka Hafner looking for the stick of Drew, who kept driving the net, was just out of his reach. Sirota. Couple of fakes before he loses it. Tries to get it back.
You're going to see this matchup a lot, Travis. You're going to see Dalton and Sirota match up against each other.
For sure. I mean, those two have been... Dalton, of course, one of the top players in the Varsity Conference 2. Sirota, one of the top players in the Varsity Conference 1. I think it's safe to say they're two of the top players in the Varsity Conference as a whole.
Absolutely.
And it's the matchups you pay to see. It's matchups you enjoy watching because it's, you know, it's two players that you know are giving maximum effort, and they want to win those one-on-one 50-50 battles. It's one back to Hoysick. He's got Sudali with him. Tries to go D to D, but it bounces over his stick. Falcons keeping the puck hemmed in the zone of the Bulldogs. Goes to the goal line. Dalton, stuff play, save. Schafferin pops over his stick. So he was trying to scoop the rebound. Now it goes to Schafferin. A backhand try. Brewer will make the stop. Both goalies have been very good so far here tonight. Avery Brewer and Darian Viviano.
So a lot of zone time for the Falcons. And that's what they're going to need. Again, keep the puck off Roslyn's stick.
And especially, like we keep harping on, the numbers game here for the Falcons as this game continues to tick on. What can you do to suck more energy out of the Bulldogs, tire them out so they don't have legs by the time you get late in the third? Shore coming wide, out front for Hirsch. Flips it over the net.
And you know, Trav, you played pretty high-level hockey. You play defense is a lot more tiring than playing offense.
It's not fun when you're skating backwards having guys flying down 100 miles an hour at you.
No,
and it's a lot less fun having guys flip pucks behind you, getting ready to paste you up against the boards in the corner. A backhand try, Brewer with the save. Menachino just couldn't keep the bouncing puck in. Jack Drew there to recover. And he's going to slow play down a little bit, but Shore won't let him. Gets right on the puck, forces a turnover. Justin Fox trying to dangle through, stopped by Menachino. Max Schafferin by himself right now. Will take one at the net. That Brewer gloves, handles it no problem. 11:52 on the board, second period. It's a 1-1 hockey game.
I think there's a good pace for the Falcons to play. I think it kind of favors them right now. Zone time, possession time, wear them down, make them play defense, get pucks to the net, make their goalie work.
It's been an excellent start to this second period after giving up that goal with just 8 seconds left in the first, which tied things at 1 off the stick of James Barong.
Good keep right there.
Yeah, good reach from Menachino. The rolling puck. Fought for it, held it in the zone. Now it's back up top for Drew. He fans on the one-timer. Played into space, foot race. Barong trying to dangle around Menachino. We got the angle right. Fans on the clearing attempt, though. Barong out to the slot. Kasajansky tracking back. Will take the biscuit. Cuts wide. Off the glove of Brewer. Hoysick and Russo come together. Russo got the better end of that one. Another collision. A hit thrown by Russo once more. That one's deflected. Chance in front. Kasajansky denied by Brewer.
Big save.
Penalty coming up here. Drew trying to walk it in. He dangles once more. Another toe drag won't go. Hafner from the point. Brewer steers the rebound to the corner. And right as Viviano gets onto the bench, Roslyn touch up. And a power play on the way for East Meadow.
Well, you know the Falcons here. They're gonna look to put the puck on Dalton's stick, maybe find Schafferin. He's got a good stick. He scores lots of goals. But on the flip side, you're gonna see Roslyn look to go if they get possession. They try very hard to score when they're shorthanded.
So I like to call that the power kill, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And they got a lot of guys with wheels, so if they find that they have that space, they're going to take it and they're going to go.
Yep. You have a select few teams, no matter what level, they're always willing to take those chances on the penalty kill. And you got some guys that are very good in those situations where they know how to possess the puck despite being down a man on the ice. Menachino across, great feed to Drew. That one over the net, though. Held in by Schaffer, coming across as well was Hafner. Still bouncing, and Roslyn are able to clear. Dalton driving in, trying to split through, kicks it ahead. Just got tied up and lost possession. Menachino keeps it. Shot gets blocked, though. Sudali ahead, looking for Shore. Just missed his tape. Viviano on the backhand around.
There it was. They tried it. They tried to stretch it there. They almost got caught with a 2-on-1, though.
And Sirota takes it away at his own blue, and he's going to get a break. Shorthanded. Save made by Viviano. Puck goes out of play.
Huge save, and that gives him a lot of confidence as the goalkeeper, stopping a guy like that. That's gonna set you up nice for the rest of the game. You're gonna feel good in your head right there for sure.
Definitely. Great play by Sirota here on his own blue. If he missed that one, the Falcons were in 3-on-1 with numbers and plenty of time to get a shot off. Sirota makes an excellent stick check at his own blue line, gets the wheels turning immediately, and creates a breakaway for himself. But again, Viviano didn't bite, tracked the puck the whole way.
It's a great job by him.
Just 25 seconds left on the penalty to Hoysick. Puck gets fired in by Dom Sorrentino. Sirota meets it, couldn't corral it. Touched over to Sorrentino, looking to go to the net. Russo's shovel play was off target. Sirota just holding, trying to wait for Hoysick to get back. Puts it off the glass, doesn't get out. Sent at the cage, off the outside of it. Now that's played hard around the boards. It will be cleared by Sirota. Stopped and fired ahead by Sturgiu. Puck squirts over to Backus. Tried to put it deep, but did not get there. Slowed by Sturgiu. Gets a return from Fox. Kasajanski trying to spread long. Barong there, read it the whole way. In the skates of Barong, he lost it. Russo tracking back to get the puck. Kasajanski resets, now across for Fox. Justin Fox trying to slide it middle for Russo. Hoysick on the stick lift. 2-on-1 out of the corner. Shot, they score! Russo makes it 2-1 for the Falcons.
It's a great goal by Russo. He looks off his teammate as if he's gonna pass, and then he snipes one there.
Sold past the whole way. All starts with a phenomenal keep in at the blue line. Believe that was Alex Sturgiu who held that puck in. Cycles it down low to Russo, walks off the wall, like you said, sold past the whole way, and picks his spot short side to make it a 2-1 game. 7:42 to go in the second.
That's what you want to do, Trav. You want to strike off those turnovers. You get a turnover, you want to capitalize. And once you do, you just want to make them turn more pucks over because you see the results.
And again, like you said, and we keep talking about, talked about in the first, talked about in the second, turnovers, mistakes, 50-50 battles, that's what wins you the games in the playoffs. Sirota will drop one back to Sudali. Looks to return it to Sirota. A lot of heat on the pass. Keeps battling, driving in. Sirota shoots Viviano. Plays it back out. Fox will spin and fire, deflected, and they score!
Great answer.
What a response from Roslyn, and it's 2-2. Just needed 32 seconds to tie the game up.
May have been tipped there.
Yeah, they're all patting Barong on the head. I think he might have got a piece of
Might be
it.
his second of the game.
Great play by Fox here, just spinning and throwing it at the cage. He knew he had the lane to do it. And a phenomenal job.
I've coached against Foxy for years. He's like that guy, he just never stops going. Kind of a pain in the butt to play against. He's in your face, you know. And he makes things like that happen.
And you could tell Viviano was not expecting that deflection at all either. I'm not sure any goalies are ever really expecting deflections, but you could tell that one really threw him off.
Yeah, traffic and deflections, it makes it tough on the goalkeeper.
And now Roslyn with a bit of life. That one again, just 32 seconds after Russo's goal made it 2-1. A drop pass to Shafrin looking to center. And now a stretch. Sirota would have been gone. Pass just underneath his stick. Almost a turnover. Viviano. Menachino's there. Off the boards. Barong, backhander. Not deep. Drew stretches. Shafrin, breakaway. He scores! Max Shafrin pops the bottle, and it's 3-2 Falcons.
Back and forth. Back and forth. You gotta love it.
Great job by Shafrin, popping out, sneaking behind the Roslyn defense, and a beautiful pass right on his tape. Gave him the time to walk in. Could have decided if he wanted to deke, could have decided to shoot, elected the shot, and he picked his spot perfect. So 3-2 the score now for the Falcons. We've had 3 goals in the last minute and 30 seconds. A lot of action here in period 2. We got 6 minutes to go in it. Again, this just the second of 3 play-in round games tonight here in Bethpage. First game was won by Valley Stream 7-2. We know they'll be playing Long Beach on Wednesday. Who are going to be the final 2 teams to book their ticket to the quarterfinal? Point for Fox. He'll walk. Shot blocked. Hoysick looking to get it out. Makes it over the goal line, icing. We got 5:25 to go in the middle frame. 3-2 the score. Back and forth action. From the opening faceoff, these 2 teams have really brought it, Coach.
I think so. It has really been an exciting game. I like the pace. It's starting to get a little physical. I think what the Falcons have done with their physicality, I think they've decided to ramp that up a little bit, knowing they got 9 guys. You would know better, Coach Carroll, but I would think he's the kind of guy that probably telling his guys, listen, they got 9 guys, pound them a little bit, get on their bodies, tire them out. Nobody likes to get hit. That'll slow them down.
Certainly, and I'm sure, like you said, 9 guys. The message, again, kind of like we were talking about in the first game. It doesn't have to be a big bone-crushing hit, but you get in their way. That does tire players out. That's enough, As it comes across from Menachino, a moving screen as he fires, and Brewer kicks it away. Fox knocked down, but it gets to Barong. It's called for a hand pass.
It's a great back check right there. Those are the things, Travis, that are going to win you hockey games. Those are the little details. Commitment to those things go a long, long way for a team. Their bench is going crazy over there. And it's not a goal, it's a back check. So it's the stuff that's going to hype up the team. Everybody sees that. The next guy's going to want to join in. And the next guy, next thing you know, you got a full team.
It trickles all the way down.
Yep.
It truly does. And like you said, it's the little plays like that. And Justin Fox just got called for a 10-minute misconduct. That definitely is not going to help Roslyn here.
No.
4:52 in the second.
Drops him to 8 players, but not only is it dropping to 8, Foxy's a solid guy. Not a guy you want in a box.
No,
not for 2 minutes. You got him for
Outside,
10.
Dalton to his backhand, sticked away by Brewer. Trying to go across through the seam. You got to wonder, do Roslyn think that, does that make them feel they have to take more chances now that Fox is in the box. They lose one of their top guys. Does that put more pressure on guys like Sudali and Sirota to take more chances?
I would think they're going to have to. But then again, it's going to tire you out. You're down a goal. You're not up a goal, or you're not up 2 goals with a guy like that in the penalty box. Kind of give you some, some breathing room. You're playing from behind, so they're probably going to have to take some chances. I would say once we hit the third period, you're going to see a little bit of a different game from Roslyn. But the Falcons, if they do what they need to do defensively,
save, rebound,
see
wide.
some, you'll see them slow them down. That's what it comes down to.
So again, Justin Fox, 10-minute misconduct. We'll see him again around the 8-minute mark or so in the third period.
He'll be rested, though.
He will. He'll have some fresh legs.
He'll have some legs.
And for him, it's going to be, all right, sorry, boys, but I'm gonna get this one back. I'm going to help the team out here when he returns. I'm sure his mindset's going to be, I need a goal or an assist or something to help my squad. Sudali, nice head fake there as he gets to the right side, but a beautiful angle from Brendan Dalton. Now a toe drag. He'll snap it at the net, but blocked by Sirota. High slot, Jack Drew put it wide.
Nice play.
Good puck movement from the Falcons here. 3:20 to go. Dalton spins and shoots. Sirota blocks it, and he sees a lane to go. He's going to take it himself. Sirota dangles through the middle, walks in, save, Viviano.
There it is, Travis. He made the first one on him. He gets a second one. He's confident. He's comfortable.
Again, didn't bite, waited for Sirota to make his move. Tough for Jordan there because that puck did start to roll on him a little bit. Still able to get that shot off. Like you said, confidence right now for Darian Viviano.
The one thing about Roslyn is their quick strike ability. Like, for us playing them a couple times a year, we're always concerned about that turnover and the transition. They kind of like lull you to sleep. We'll have a lot of zone time or a lot of pucks to the net. And the next thing you know, funky bounce, little quick chip play by them, and they're gone. And their speed's tough to catch up to.
And especially those teams, like you said, that are fast, that are very good in the transition like that. It's not always easy limiting that.
No.
Because it's, again, a game of counterattacks is essentially what it turns into.
Yeah.
Stretched long for Sirota. Stopped up, great poke check.
Good defensive play there.
Beautiful job from, I believe that was Justin Fox, it was, of the Falcons. Hafner stopped up before playing it behind the net. Russo rolls out, looking back door, they score! And Hafner taps it home. The Falcons go up by 2.
It's a great play right there. Good look, backside, and forcing turnovers.
And again, that's Russo rolling out of the corner with it. First time, he sold the pass, took the shot. That time, went to go make the pass. Hafner touches it home.
It's a heady play right there by him. Heady play. Good. And honestly, it starts Travis down in the defensive zone. They shut Roslyn and they transition, then they force another turnover in the defensive zone, and that's how you win games. I've said it before, it's about turnovers, capitalizing on the turnovers.
Yeah, we said both teams have certainly brought it tonight, but the Falcons so far have had just a little bit more of an edge. Dalton, a high saucer pass. Shaffer looking to glove it down. Can he catch up to it? He does. Max Shafrin in the corner. Out front, one-timer stopped. Brewer stops it again. Now Shafrin trying to get a backhand off, tied up with Barong. Kept in the zone. Dalton shoots it off the post. The whole Falcons bench thought that one was going in. Sudali trying to make a move. Menachino slows him just enough. Barong jumped it, just couldn't hold it in.
The Falcons bench feeling confident over there. Feeling good, that's what you need. You need to feel good.
And the one thing I've definitely noticed is they've gotten louder as the game has gone on.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that tells me that's a confident team, That's a team that really, really believes in themselves.
Absolutely. And again, it's a real turning point. I know it might sound a little crazy. That one back check and taking the body. Since then, the team's been up and on their feet after every big play for their team. It definitely makes a difference.
Well, kind of like we've been talking about again all night long. It's not always the biggest goal or the biggest hit that can get your team fired up or your number one scorer. It's the little plays, the little details, your depth guys that ultimately usually get the guys most fired up and get them to say, I'm going to follow his lead.
100%.
Hafner at the red line avoids a hit from Fisher. It's in front of the Falcons bench. Hafner one more time, bounces off a hit. It's tied up at his bench. Final minute here in period 2. Fisher, shot blocked by Sturgiu. He goes hard around the wall. Sirota keeps it in. He'll stop at the hash marks. Spins behind the net.
Good play.
Forced away from him. Barong there to hold the zone. That goes off a body and then hits the glass. 30 seconds to go. Quick back up for Sirota. And Sirota takes a big check there. A penalty called.
Both referees with their arms up.
Yeah, they were quick there with that one.
I think they might talk about this one. That could potentially be a 5er.
Yeah, we'll see what the official call is. Again, like you said, they're coming together to talk about it right now. It's Hafner who got called.
Stuck his leg right out. I hate to see a kid go down like that. I don't think there was any malice or the intent, but he's back on his feet. He's feeling good, so.
Happy to see him skating off right now on his own power.
Yeah, I think he's just going to get 2 then.
Two for tripping is the call. Just 23 seconds left in this second period. So a power play late here for Roslyn. If they don't bury before the end of this period, they'll start the final frame with 1 minute and 37 seconds on the clock. They win the draw. Barong dishes back to Hoysick. D to D. Sudali shoots it. Deflected, but wide. Second try. They score! Fisher off the backboards on the power play, and it's 4-3.
Said it earlier, East Meadow wants to stay out of the box. They want to play this game 5-on-5. It's a good play.
Another goal in the final minute of the period for Roslyn.
Yep.
They did it in the first. They do it again here in the second, this time on the power play. It's a 4-3 game, like Coach said, for East Meadow. Don't want to start going to that box. They take the penalty, and it didn't take very long for Roslyn to capitalize, just 9 seconds. Played in deep by Hafner. Takes a big hop. Dalton gets there. 5 seconds to go. Point for Drew. Shot. Missed the net.
Lost sight of it there.
Yeah, you could tell Brewer didn't know where that puck ended up. After 2, it's 4-3. Coach and I are going to take a quick water break for ourselves here. We're going to be back in just a little bit with the third period between East Meadow and Roslyn. Third period is a go. 4-3 the score. Falcons up over Roslyn. Travis Quigley here with Coach Pat Braglia. It's been a great game so far. Sirota cuts in. Not an easy stop. Stuff play comes out to the slot. Sirota holds the zone. Again, glad to see him out there moving with some pace after taking that hit. Plays it across for Sudali. Shots in period 2. 14 for the Falcons, 7 for Roslyn. 2-period shot total. East Meadow with 28, Roslyn with 18.
Yeah, Falcons controlled most of that period, aside from that power play goal, but they really controlled most of that period. A lot of zone time.
Icing called on Roslyn. It's been a very good game here between these two sides. Falcons have done enough to maintain the edge, but we've seen back and forth hockey. First period, a little bit of a track meet. Second period, things got a little bit more sustained, controlled, less run and gun. But again, still seeing when teams are making those little mistakes, turnovers, the top guys are finding ways to capitalize.
Absolutely.
Shot from the point right in the glove of Brewer. Tracks that puck.
And Levittown, they have to be careful not to sit back on this 1-goal lead. Again, like we keep saying it, the quick transition to Roslyn could be difficult if they sit back. They got to continue to do what they're doing, continue to stay on the forecheck, continue to stay with possession of the puck. All those little things that we talked about, that's what's going to get them through this game to win it. Otherwise, you're going to let Roslyn back in the game.
And we've talked about it a lot, but as this third period continues to tick on, how will the numbers game affect the Bulldogs as Sturgis' shot went off the stick of Backus. Sirota springing, has a breakaway. He's in. Third time a charm. No! Viviano rejects it.
Awesome save. Yes, again, waited him out, Trav.
Tracking him the whole way. Not biting on any moves. Tons of time and space right there for Jordan Sirota, and he tried the deke that time. First two went for the shot, went for the backhander, that one. But Viviano just continues to shut the door on Jordan Sirota.
The Falcons can't allow him to find that empty space. They got to make sure they got a guy near him, on him. They got to mark him at all times.
And Kasajansky gets a chance, driving in, taken down, penalty called.
That's an obvious hook right there. It's a good play.
Kasajansky got the Falcons going with his big back check in the second period. Now draws a penalty just a minute 40 into the third. Sudali in the box for hooking, and the Falcons will look to go back up by 2. A player like Zach Kasajansky, he's not going to blow you away when you're looking at his stat sheet with his numbers, but you watch him on the ice, and he does the little things right. He gets his team motivated and fired up to follow his lead. And those are the kinds of players I think you could say, Coach. Every coach would love to have one of those guys on their team.
Guys that accept their role, there's nothing better than those guys.
Right?
You're willing to do whatever it takes. You're not necessarily worried about scoring a goal or putting up points. You're just worried about doing what's the culture of the team. Are you buying in? And when you got guys like that buying in, accepting their role, understand what their job is and what they need to do, those are the guys that make a big difference. Because, you get 3-4 of those guys to go along with your studs, you're going to have success for sure.
A nice shot from Dalton right there. And those are the kinds of guys, those are your culture builders.
Absolutely.
Those are the guys that implement what the program's going to look like down the line 3-4 years from now.
Yep.
And like you said, guys like that, coach's dream, make it real easy for you. And they're the perfect supplement, like you said, to those star players.
Absolutely. And listen, they sell your story as a coach. They say all the time, you got to get guys to buy in. You get guys like that buying in, it makes it real easy for everybody to buy in.
1000%. As Roslyn are able to clear the puck, Viviano will come out of the net. Already 40 seconds gone on this power play chance. Just the one shot at the goal so far for the Falcons. It rang off the post.
big collision
Big
there.
collision. Yeah, Hoysick going down. Hafner stepped up on him. Now Hafner takes a shot.
Another big collision.
He gets sandwiched. We do have a, oh, look, pardon me,
stick.
I looked like arm was going up for a penalty. It was a high stick delayed that Roslyn ended up touching up. It's back with Hafner. His pass doesn't make it to Drew. So it's Sirota cutting in. Sirota shoots. That went off the mask of Viviano. 30 seconds left on Sudali's penalty. It's Brendan Dalton with numbers, but offside. Go the Falcons. Jack Drew just in before the puck.
Couple of things to watch out for in this last, 11, 12 minutes here. Roslyn's looking for offense, so they're battling on the offensive side of the puck. They lose some of these 50-50 battles on the wall. Falcons are going back the other way with odd numbers. Could be dangerous.
It's always, as Sturgio takes a tumble. Fisher over to Shore. It's always, like he said, got to stay on that defensive side of the puck. Don't want to be leaving too early. You jump when you see that chance actually come. You don't want to anticipate a chance that may not actually be there.
Something we talk about all the time. All the time.
Played out to the slot. Falcons defense out of the zone as they were anticipating Sudali coming out of the box. He vacates now. We return to 5-on-5. Kasajansky blocks a pass. He'll curl back up top. Now into the corner. Didn't find Tate. Backus for Jacob Fisher over to Shore. Nice job by Sudali. Shore drops it through the skates. Falcons clear. Plenty of time to reset and regroup. Hoysick across. Fisher leaped over the puck. It's called an icing.
They're going to have to watch the stretch play. They lose the draw here. You're going to look, Roslyn's going to look to send a guy. So weak side defenseman's got to be smart. He's got to be aware of his surroundings. You got to make sure that your forwards are paying attention to once they've released their guys and make sure they don't lose them.
Menachino hits Schaffer, a snapper blocked. Kept in. Backhand try wide by Hafner. And Roslyn's proven they know how to sneak behind the defense. Another point shot. Missed the net.
Yeah, the Falcons did what they had to do, which is win the face-off and eliminate that opportunity for them. And then possess the puck.
Sirota stops up, cycles for Sudali. Behind the back for Barong, sticked away by Viviano. Through the middle looking for Hafner. It'll go right on goal. Turned over. Hafner one times it, but wide. Out front, wraparound. Schafferin off the stick of Brewer. Jack Drew pinches hard. Takes a shot. Brewer saves.
Through him.
I think another one. He felt the puck hit him, but didn't see where it ended up afterwards. Across.
Good passing play.
Drew just couldn't settle the bouncing puck. Now recovers. Blocked by Fisher. It's kept in. Played back down to Drew. Drew couldn't get it past Sudali, but Dalton working back, recovers the puck for his team.
He's a bull, Dalton.
He got run into by Sudali there, but it was
Knocks him
Sudali
right
who got
down.
knocked down.
Yeah.
And Brewer doing a nice job tracking that rebound. Fox is back on the ice, returning from his 10-minute misconduct, and he's going right for
Right
the
on
draw.
the ice.
Won't go to the bench at all, go right onto the ice for the draw like we talked about. Got to have some fresh legs here.
I'll tell you, I wish we had a teleprompter because I'm watching some of the way that the Falcons are in the offensive zone. They're leaving a big gap in the middle of the ice with their defender, and that's not what you want to do against this Roslyn team. You want to swallow up the middle of the ice, keep their speed to the outside when they get that quick counterattack.
Especially, like you said, speedy guys, you don't want to give them any chance to get into those grade A scoring areas.
The Falcons are doing well on these offensive draws, and that's a big piece, maintaining possession.
Daly trying to go through the middle. Sturgio will slide to his right and pick it. Russo dropped it back, D to D. Off the glove of Russo, and it's Shore. Across for Fox. Has Sirota driving, takes a shot, and it's snagged with the glove by Viviano. One back, Sirota will walk it in, but went off target. Sturgio at the puck first, but Sudaly jumps it. One touch pass, and Kasajanski's out. Kasajanski looking for a shot, blocked. Fox quickly ahead, Sudaly one-on-one, could turn into a 2-on-2. Sudaly shoots, blocker save.
Good save.
Viviano's done a great job of staying square on those chances. Breakaways and odd man rushes, not biting on anything, just tracking the puck and waiting for it to come his way. Sirota holds. He'll drive down the wall. That's a good shot again, stopped by Viviano. Fox looking for Sudaly to pop. That goes off a body and wide. Puck takes a hop and Kasajanski's out with it. He's by himself as the four on the ice with him head off for a change. Now he'll go do the same.
He's had a strong game. You've said his name a lot.
Puck fired in by Shore. Menachino scoops behind his own net. He gets tied up. Tries to escape the other side. Sirota on a keep-in. It's kicked down to Shore. We got a little over 7 minutes left in regulation. Fox rolls middle. Looking for a chance. Fox, shot blocked and out of play.
Roslyn's very comfortable in the offensive zone. They have a lot of offensive guys. It's when you get them back on their heels that they struggle a little bit, because they have such offensive-minded guys, and it's tough to turn that switch defensive-minded,
Sure.
You want to try to get that puck out. Falcons want to get it out. They want to get it back in the zone. You want to tire them out, get them on their heels, maintain possession.
You can tell Roslyn certainly hunting here. It's a 4-3 game with 6:57 to go.
Great outlet pass.
What a pass. Hafner's in to the backhand.
Great save.
Robbed by
Great
Brewer.
Save.
Bouncing back out front. Dalton couldn't get a piece of it. It's pushed forward to Hirsch. Hirsch is trying to get the red, put it deep. He does. And he'll go be F1 himself. Menachino there first. Barong holds it. Cross corner dump. Hirsch and Hafner chase it down. It pops to Barong, but he fans on the shot. 3-on-2. Go the Falcons. Dalton cuts from right to left. Now to Schafferin. Stick save, Brewer.
Nice save. You got a 3-on-2. Falcons, those are the three guys you want going, that's for sure.
Only thing they were missing was that middle lane drive to drag a defender. And Sudaly with a ton of speed. Viviano again will shut the door. Again, that's not an easy save either when Sudaly's going right to left and he's trying to shoot back to that glove side where Viviano had just come from.
And not with a guy like that with the puck on his stick.
Yeah.
It's not a guy you want getting chances in those high danger areas, so it's a big save for the Falcons.
We got 5:56 left, and the Falcons still hold a 1-goal lead. I have a feeling this one's going to come right down to the wire. A high flip. Backus stops it between the blue and the red. But a D-to-D pass, not in the area of Sudaly, so he'll retreat and scoop. Spins it hard around the boards, looking for Fox.
See Sirota sniffing. He's hanging at that red line there, looking for that stretch pass.
And he's slowly gone from starting the game back on defense to moving his way to forward. And like you said, looking to take those chances.
Yep.
I'm sure Roslyn would rather tie this game sooner than later. Fox trying to go skate to stick. Nose down, no call coming. Justin Fox of the East Meadow Falcons skates it and flips it down. Bouncing puck, scooped by Russo. Russo takes a shot, didn't get through. Brewer just sticks it back to the corner. Kasajanski take it back behind his own net. Final 5 here at the TOB. Great self-chip, and he's got a ton of space to walk in. A stick save from Brewer. Fox headmans to Sirota. Drop pass. Fox, glove save. Rebound still there. Sudali knocks it down. Keeps driving his feet, stays with the puck. Looking backdoor over Sirota's twig. Cycles it hard around. Fox will pinch in. Drew with a nice play, uses the glass and clears. Toe drag, Russo to the net. Backhander won't go. Great show of skill right there from Brendan Russo. Shore on the one-hand poke. They do get it out. Now it's back over to Sirota near side. A clean pass hits Sudali. Looking to drive in on Menachino. Did enough to slow him down. Hafner hits Dalton. Dalton in wide. Looking to take it to the net. He scores!
Huge goal. 3.5 to go.
Puck slides 5-hole, and it's 5-3 for the Falcons. The captain restores the 2-goal lead.
I've seen that move a lot over the years.
The power move, tucking the shoulder to the net.
Power move, drive to the net, go underneath the goalie.
And like you mentioned, the middle of the ice wasn't there for him, so he kept driving his feet wide until the middle of the ice did open up for him. And once he saw
I taught
that
him well.
lane, you taught him well. Showed him everything. Tucked his shoulder, took it to the net. And good things happen. As Roslyn, after that goal, are going to call a timeout. So we've got 3:34 left. Roslyn use their timeout now with this 5-3 game. The Falcons looking to hold on here, secure their spot in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, listen, they're in the timeout, but I think it's a different circumstance at times. Like when you're playing a team like Roslyn with that quick strike, they got a guy like Sirota. If you pay too much attention to him, Sudali, Fox, Shore, Barong, they'll catch you. So you can't play too passive. You got to be smart. You also want to play defensive. You don't want to give up the odd man rush, but you can't change your game to what made you successful. You got to stick to your game, make the adjustments to a little bit here and there to what they're doing, but at the end of the day, stay to your game. Anytime you change the way you played for what we play, 42 minutes here, that's kind of when it bites you.
Yep.
And you get caught. So, look for them to pull the goalie early. I wouldn't say just yet, but I would say probably inside 2 minutes, you're going to probably see the goalie come off. We'll see, though, Trev.
We'll
see what their strategy is.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to take a jump right off this draw. As you see, Sirota was looking to get a quick hop. It's back with Barong, and he chips it ahead. Sirota trying to chase it down, but from the wrong side of the red, it was sent. So we get an icing. Falcons will absolutely take this offensive zone draw, not where the Bulldogs want to be.
The Falcons have played a fantastic game. I mean, smart. They've, again, very similar to the Valley Stream game. very similar, very smart, very tactical. They stayed disciplined with their structure. They were hard on pucks. They're hounding everything. I mean, we still got 3 minutes to go, but the way they're playing, it's going to be tough to score, and the goalie's been fantastic. You know, he's made some high-danger saves against some solid guys.
And it's similar to that Valley Stream game. A guy that doesn't blow you away on the stat sheet in the regular season was probably the guy that got his team the most fired up to do it. In the Valley Stream game, we saw Cam Conroy scored 3 goals in the regular season, had a hat trick in that game. This one, Zach Kasajansky, again, hasn't been all over the score sheet, but he's done all the little things right.
Yeah, and when you're hearing your name heard a lot on a broadcast, you're hoping it's for the good reasons, and for him, it's been all good. That's
Absolutely.
for sure.
He's had a phenomenal game, and like you said, back in the second period, it was his back check that really turned the momentum and the tide in the Falcons' favor and helped build their confidence, helped them to this point where they're up 5-3 with 2:53 to go. Still got work to do. This game is not over.
No, it's not. I said it 100 times. This team can strike you quick, but the Falcons are playing the game the right way.
Turnover forced by Fox, kicked away by Viviano. Again, we'll keep our eye on Avery Brewer as Sirota takes a check and the Falcons get the puck out. Sure.
Roslyn wants to be careful not to take a penalty. Don't get too overzealous. Play smart.
Jack Drew trying the high flip. Gonna get to his target, Max Schafrin. But he gets the puck back, drives over the blue, takes a shot. Brewer off the glove. Barong, hard off the boards, hits Fox. Fox trying to catch up to it. He'll take it to the net, taken down. Penalty called. And this is what you were just talking about, Coach. For both sides here, you don't want to take penalties this late in the game. Roslyn absolutely has a power play coming their way. Will there be more from that scrum?
Doesn't look like it.
Hafner being taken to the box, too, for tripping. That's definitely the original call.
Well, they got another Falcon going to the box.
That's Justin Fox who's joining.
But you confused me there. Falcon Fox.
Falcon Fox, you're right. And it looks like it's just penalties on the Falcons.
Yep.
Trip on Hafner and a rough on Justin Fox.
So we're going to be 5-on-3.
And now East Meadow going to utilize their timeout. 5-on-3. We have 2:09 left in regulation. And this is the part of hockey that gets exciting. If Roslyn can find a way to score an early one here, you never know. You never know what could happen.
Am I pulling the goalie? That's my question here. You know, if I'm Roslyn, am I going 6-on-3 to try and get a goal quick? You know, I don't know. Do we stay 5-on-3? Worry about giving up that shorthanded goal if we go 6-on-3 and having them ice it? It's a tough call. You know, these are tough calls for coaches. You know, you really think about your situation. You think about your power play. You got to think about, you know, what are you doing when you're coming out of this? Do you have a good idea 5-on-3, or do you want to pull the goalie and just clog up the front of the net? Excuse me, and get pucks to the net. Big choice here by the Bulldogs, that's for sure. I'm curious to see what they do.
We'll see. Maybe it could be a potential situation where they wait for O-zone win and some possession as Brewer is returning to the net. I mean, he didn't even bring his blocker and glove with him.
Yeah,
he left it on top of the cage.
So they're going to go 5-on-3. Yeah, I agree. Probably a good start. Make sure you have possession.
And Dalton wins it. So, again, if they pulled him right there, Jack Drew could have fired that 200 feet right at the open cage. Instead, just has to dump it down, and Sirota will turn up ice. Again, 5-on-3, tripping on Hafner, roughing on Fox. Sudali trying to go for the Michigan. We'll leave it for Fox. He'll take it back behind the net. Again, keeping our eye on Brewer. One-time try, rebound, another save. A third stop by Viviano. continuing to
Huge.
shut the door.
Huge.
3 in a row, point blank.
You're inside 2 minutes. I think I'm pulling my goalie here.
I think so. Dalton pulls it back, buck 40 left, Falcons clear again.
Falcons have been very successful on the faceoffs in this game. Very successful, and that's a big difference in this game. I mean, again, winning faceoffs is a detail.
It's the first 50-50 battle of every shift.
Another big
As the
save.
rebound kicks to Fox. Buck 20, Brewer still in the net, centering feed. Pops to the point for Sirota.
Oh, here comes
Intercepted. Dalton, shorthanded, breakaway. He's in to the backhand. Brewer denies him. Minute left on the 5-on-3.
Dalton. Icing.
Went through the legs of Fox, icing the call.
Icing on a power play. That's a tough one.
We've only
Great
got
save, though.
phenomenal save.
The goalies
Continuing.
have done real well on these breakaways tonight, especially against some of the guys that are coming down on them.
Absolutely, and Brewer with that save continues to give his team a fighting chance to come back in this game. We got 1:04 left, 55 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. And Roslyn win the draw. Noah Shore back. Sudaley hard around the boards. First there was Drew, and he fires it down. Now we're in the final minute of play. Now Brewer getting the signal. He's headed to the bench. Fisher going to be the extra skater. Sudaley's over the blue. Across, looking for Sirota. Takes the pass off the wall, finds Fox, goes through his feet. Trying to spin it up top, intercepted. Schafferin sends it long, it was blocked.
That's right, they could shoot it down, it's not icing.
Foot race for
That's
it, Schafferin and Sudaley. Sudaley to Sirota, 25 to go. Sirota over the blue. Will drag,
Good
stopped
D
up
play.
by Jack Drew.
That's a big clear
Backhands
right
it
there.
out. Hafner and Justin Fox return. 5-on-5 once again. Just 5 seconds left. And the Falcons secure the win from the Varsity Conference 2 to the quarterfinals on Tuesday. East Meadow win 5-3.
Well, now we know who we're playing on Tuesday night.
And like you said, now we know it's going to be East Meadow and the Belmore Merrick Bulldogs. And our final game will tell us who gets to face off against Syosset. This was another great game. Falcons played so structured and stuck to their game plan from opening puck drop to that final buzzer.
Yeah, listen, that's the way it gets done, especially at playoff time. You know, during the regular season, guys here, not here. You know, you run into problems with the travel schedule. We get to the playoffs, everybody's here. It's best on best. And tonight, it was the Falcons.
Well-deserved win for the Falcons. Roslyn, they put up a great fight, great effort tonight in this game. The numbers, some penalty trouble, and could not put enough pucks past Darian Viviano
He was fantastic
of
tonight.
East Meadow, who was fantastic tonight. And I don't know if our camera's on it right now, but Viviano and Brewer coming together at the blue line having a quick conversation. And those two, you got to tip their caps to them. They did great.
Yeah, and listen, interesting fact in this is
Mike.
we're gonna have our first team move into Conference 1 and our first team move out of Conference 1 with Roslyn going to Conference 2 next year, Levittown jumping up to Conference 1 next year. So not only are you playing to compete for the county championships, but you're also competing to get yourself into the Conference 1 bracket. So that's a big deal.
We've got one more game on the schedule tonight. We are going to have a post-game interview in just a moment as the ZAM comes onto the ice now. Again, last game of the night, it's going to be Massapequa taking on, Manhasset. And now we have our player of the game coming over to conduct his post-game interview. We'll give him a second to get ready before we toss him right on the camera. But Coach, we were saying saying his name a lot tonight and I think it's only fitting that he comes over here to do this interview with us.
Absolutely, he did a great job tonight. It all started with that back check. I think that was a big turning point to the game. I think that really changed the confidence of the Falcons for sure.
That's what you look like on camera. Throw that on there.
Awesome. So Travis Quigley here with our player of the game, Zach Kasajanski. Zach, thanks for coming over here to do this post-game interview. Congratulations to you guys picking up the 5-3 win. How does it feel being the team from the VC2 to secure this win?
Oh, it's amazing. I know, sometimes Division II teams, they don't really make it out of their division. And I know the past few years, our team really hasn't been to this point, so it's amazing to be here now.
You guys came in 12-4 record, 24 points on the year. You scored the most goals in the varsity conference too. You put up 5 tonight. How do you feel your team performed in this one?
Oh, we played amazing, especially in that first period. We outplayed them. I know we drew some penalties, got the puck deep, used the body, and we really shut them down. They had all respect to them. They had a couple quick players, but we shut them down tonight.
Now, Coach Bragley and I said it a lot during the game. We were mentioning your name a ton. You're not a player that is going to put up a ton of goals or assists. You're not killing it on the stat sheet, but what you are killing in is being a team player, doing the little things right, playing your role correctly. Just talk to us about the buy-in on that. We said it during the game. Your back check in the second period really swung the momentum in the favor of your side. All the boys on the bench got fired up, banging on the wall. What does that mean to you, knowing that you're a guy that can help rally the troops like that?
I know I'm not a big goal scorer. I'm not big on the point sheet, like you said, but I'm just glad that I can contribute in where I do. Back checking, forechecking, using the body, drawing a couple penalties, getting pucks to the net, penalty kill, all that kind of stuff. I'm glad to do what I can contribute to my team.
Coach and I said it. Every single team needs players like you. Players like you are what help the Stars succeed, what helps the team succeed, and you are a massive reason why your team picked up the win tonight. Zach, go enjoy this one with your friends and your teammates. 5-3 win. Thanks for coming over here to do this interview.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
You too, Zach. All right, Zach Kasajanski, our player of the game in this one. East Meadow with the 5-3 win over Roslyn. We got one more game on the schedule. Massapequa, Manhasset coming up next. On behalf of Anthony Papasadero, Sam Musnick, Rowan Hlodick, and Coach Pat Bragley, I'm Travis Quigley. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. We'll see you in just a little bit on the other stream for the Chiefs and the Indians.